You're watching Tennis and a Brew.
This is one of my favorite brews of all time. I always find myself going back to it. I think it's been maybe 3 months since the last time I had one, but it still tastes just as fine as it did the first day I laid eyes on it. Let's talk Istanbul Open this week. You hear Istanbul Open and you're thinking, is that a swap meet in Turkey? It is a tennis tournament. Diego Schwartzman won over Grigor Dimitrov in a very odd final match. Dimitrov won the first set, was up 5-2 in the second, and completely unraveled to epic proportions. Now, in tennis anymore, we don't see a lot of the major tirades that we saw back in the day with the likes of McEnroe and Connors. Now it's a lot more subdued because you have Hawkeye. People aren't arguing calls in quite the same fashion they used to because you can't really argue with the computer system. So the antics that Dimitrov displayed are somewhat of a rarity anymore. I mean, even Andy Murray was probably laughing at him like, dude, you can't control your temper? Come on now. That was me when I was like 16. I've moved on from that. Grigor Dimitrov completely lost his mind. He broke 3 rackets, including one to lose him the match because he was tied deuce in the third set, losing love 5. Walked to the chair, talked to Mohamed Layani, said, well, dude, if I break this, it's over, right? And Mohamed's like, yeah, dude, yeah. And so he broke it and he lost 2 points and that was the match. I'm very disappointed in Dimitrov and I don't want to sound like grouchy, crotchety kind of guy, but come on, man. And it's not even like he's the kind of guy that would do that to begin with. That's what makes this even more of a mystery. But he has a nice racket. It's a Wilson Pro Staff 97S. I would recommend demoing it. But don't break it like Dimitrov did because Dimitrov brutalized those 3 rackets. The one other thing I want to get to this week is the curious case of Roger Federer. As you know, the Madrid Open is going on, featuring all the top dogs except Mr. Federer, who was supposed to play, but he backed out the weekend before, citing a back injury. A few months ago, we were all expecting him to play another 2 to 3 years. Here's a prediction. The only accolade he's yet to earn is an Olympic gold medal in singles, and I think he's gonna stick it out through Rio. Depending on how he finishes, if he wins the gold, I think he'll walk away. If he doesn't, I think he'll stick around at least for the US Open and then go from there. His wife is a champion, by the way, Mirka. I used to be a little bit skeptical about her. You know, when somebody's that wealthy and they seem to get married really young, she's genuinely doing a great job running his management side, being a great mother to his children. You can't ask for anything else. In summation, Dimitrov attitude adjustment needs to be done very soon because he's in his prime and he has no reason not to be exhibiting a better attitude. Number 2, Roger Federer will retire if he wins the Rio Olympics or possibly if he gets a silver medal in the Rio Olympics, and he will give his retirement speech on the podium. That's a bold prediction, but we're gonna go with it for now. Guys, I want to thank you once again for tuning in this week. Please feel free to visit my website, brianraymedia.com, where we're posting all sorts of fun content from presidential drinking games to tennis related stuff to these videos, the whole gamut of good stuff. So be sure to check it out. And if you want to donate directly to my personal fund, hit me up through email. I was joking about the bank account paying me thing. Well, if you really want to, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with it, but I'm not going to make you. Please do.